MANC is the hallmark for reliable medical products based on zeolite. The modified and activated natural active ingredient promotes intestinal health. MANC is clinically proven, has been tried and tested for many years, and continues to gain in importance. Typical treatments to many chronic ailments such as allergies, sleep disturbances, and lack of drive only alleviate the symptoms, which often means additional strain on the organism through medication. Today, however, scientists have recognized that these so-called diseases of civilization are often accompanied by a flooding of the organism with irritants and pollutants. This can be caused by a damaged intestinal wall barrier. This knowledge leads to the fact that such symptom treatments, which have often been without an alternative, can be supplemented and partially replaced by therapies at the root cause thanks to MANC. Because medical products based on MANC strengthen the intestinal wall barrier in its natural protective function by gently removing irritants and pollutants from the intestines, which have been absorbed, for example, via food or medication, shown in green here. An intact intestinal wall barrier prevents such disturbing factors from being absorbed into the organism. But already in the digestive tract, they permanently upset the sensitive intestinal flora and form the breeding ground for irritations and inflammatory processes. These often result in an increased permeability of the intestinal wall, the so-called leaky gut syndrome, which describes a weakening of the cell connections, the tight junctions. With such a diagnosis, it's often found that irritants and pollutants increasingly penetrate the organism. In the body, they then trigger reactions of the immune system, which the affected person perceives as unspecific symptoms. The active ingredient MANC binds a large number of known irritants and pollutants as well as inflammation mediators that develop in a diseased intestinal mucosa. The bound substances are naturally discharged even before they enter the metabolic cycle. In some cases, this leads to the relief of symptoms after only a short time. MANC frees the intestinal flora from disruptive factors. Irritations and inflammation subside, and the intestinal wall regenerates. It can now also fully fulfill its important role as a natural barrier again. MANC, the hallmark for reliable medical products based on zeolite. Studies and information material for health professionals can be found at www.froximun.de/MANC.